Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Shared News. I'm Kayla Galloway, joined by the lovely Kayla Thompson. We're going to get into all the Bachelor headlines because we've got some doozies. But before then, if you're first here, be sure to
Mhm.
like, comment, subscribe, and we'll also be taking comments because we're live. So we would love to respond to them. So send them our way, and we will be happy to see them. Kayla, I feel like it's been a million years. Love the hat. I know I said that before, but
Literally.
I am really
Oh,
digging in because it's amazing. What have you been up to lately?
thank you. Oh my gosh, it has been a million years. I miss you. I feel like even the last few weeks with Love is Blind, it was mainly me and Hannah. And I hadn't talked to you, so it's just been such a long time. We need to catch up like offline and talk Love is Blind tea because we didn't get to. But yeah,
Yes.
I've been working on a lot of music and doing my thing. But I was like, "Oh, there's not really much going on with Bachelor lately, so we're good." Shared News will probably talk about some other stuff, but then lo and behold, we've got a bunch to talk about. Some good, some not so good. So, ready to unpack it with you though, as always.
Yes, we got some devastating news yesterday, and it shook Bachelor Nation
Yeah.
to its core. Bachelor in Paradise, king and queen of last season on the beach, Brandon and Serene have broken up. They did a joint statement on Instagram and they said, after many months, today we have decided to end our engagement. We have tried to work it out privately on our relationship, which has been incredibly challenging in the public eye. This has been immensely hard to accept and painful as there is a lot of love between the two of us. We are deeply hurting and can only ask that there be no hate. The best path for us at this time is to try to move forward and heal from this as individuals. Now, I gotta ask, did you see this breakup coming?
Girl, no, not at all. I was like, there's no way Brandon and Serene break up. I think we said it here on the panel before. Like, if Brandon and Serene don't make it in Bachelor Nation, like, everyone is doomed. Like, everyone in the future is just doomed because on the beach, they were so perfect together. Off screen, they seemed like so solid, so like perfect for each other, so healthy as well. I saw a podcast with them on Taylor Lautner and his wife Taylor's podcast recently, maybe in like the last 2 months, and they just seemed like they were just doing really well. I think I had one kind of like haven't seen them post together in a long
Mm.
time. And I remember it was maybe 2, 3 days ago, I was like, "Oh, they kinda aren't really posting as much as they maybe were before together." But I was like, "Wait, well, they just went to Coachella together, so they're good." I kinda just gave these
Exactly.
excuses because I was just like, "No, not Brandon and Serene, like, never them." So I mean, I'm just like, I wanna respect them, but also I'm like, I need answers because this just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. What do you make of their statement?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely heard rumblings on social media, but Coachella kind of made my
Okay.
worries go away because once we saw them a few weeks ago, I was like,
Right.
okay, cool. Their caption is interesting. I mean, it seems like they're referring to almost like it's
Mhm.
been like a long drawn out breakup, but I mean,
Right.
it's only been a few weeks since we saw them like together. So it's not like they've been fully
I
separated
know.
for months, as they said. You know what I mean? So it is
Right,
interesting.
exactly.
And yes, they were the perfect couple of Bachelor in Paradise. But I mean, I've said
Mhm.
this before on here. I have a theory that really sometimes you need the hard stuff, even if it's not on the show. I mean, at least it was all a little bit
Mm,
butterflies and rainbows with them.
right. It's
And to
true.
me, like, we
Yeah.
didn't it was a little cheesy. Like, I've always been a fan of them as a couple, and I really did think they
Mhm.
could make it. But I think maybe that's why I wasn't so, like, gung ho about the relationship. Something
Alright, cool. Um, yeah, 1000%. I think I'm just it's interesting the wording, I agree, and I think as well, let me actually first, because you made a really, really good point about them on the beach. Let me just tackle that, I forget it, because it's just so good. I remember you saying that before with couples like Kenny and Mari, they
ooh,
ran
you're frozen on me
into
now.
issues on the beach, and it kinda made them stronger, and now it's like we kinda will see couples when they have an obstacle that they have to like push past and get through, it kind of ends up helping their relationship and really showing them, okay, we went through that. We're able to go through hard things. We can go through hard things moving forward. So even like Abigail and Noah, or even Becca and Thomas, who we'll talk about, like they kind of broke up, then got back together. It kind of like ends up
Mhm.
aiding to their relationship in a weird way. And I think for Brandon and Serene, they are a very extreme version of a couple that was like, I mean, it was just fairy tale perfect. And you're right,
Mhm.
sometimes that's not always the best thing. And just that maybe where my brain goes is maybe the expectation of things to always be perfect was there. And then when there was
Mhm.
issues, maybe they didn't really communicate very well. I don't know. I'm literally just shots in the dark over here trying to make it make sense. Um so yeah, and just like in choosing sides things, it makes it seem like, they're kind of getting ahead of someone taking blame as if someone did something wrong in the relationship, or there was you know, mistakes made or whatever. Um, so I don't know, but it's still it's weird because I felt like even when they came off the show, they were like, yeah, we've already moved in together, we have a dog together. Like they were building a life together. So it wasn't like one of those couples that, oh, we still live in separate cities, and those kind of couples we can be like, we might see the writing on the wall in a few months. With like Clayton and Susie, maybe we were like, "Okay, yeah, they
Mhm.
moved, but I don't know." Like there were always a couple of like, I don't know, we'll see." Um, but yeah, with them it just seemed, I don't know, it really the pros weighed out my like doubts. If that makes sense.
Same.
So,
Same.
yeah.
And it seemed like they
We'll
were
see.
going in the right direction. So it should be
Mhm.
interesting. So far, it doesn't seem like there was any drama. Drama. It was amicable. We might find out some more information in the coming days, or maybe weeks. Maybe they'll be really close to the cuff and eventually go on a podcast. I don't know, but I mean, I will be watching
Right.
that podcast, so we will keep you up to date here
Right.
on Shared News. And next up is we'll go to a lighter note. We have Charity's first look of the Bachelorette season. Her promo came out, and there really has been hits and misses in the past when it comes to like these promos.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on Charity's?
I just Charity is just such a beam of sunshine. Like, I think my that's just my takeaway is always just like, regardless of how this season goes, the men or her final three, her final pick, whatever, if it's whatever, people can say it might be boring. I don't care. Charity is just going to be such a delight on my screen. And I'm just so happy for her. And it seems like even from her Instagram post that it ended well. I'm praying that she found love, but she just looks so happy. She looks so like she looks happy, and she looks like she has this new like aura to her that's like she knows who she is, and it's like she's very much owning. It's like this newfound confidence, I think. And yeah,
I
but tell
love
me what
that.
your thoughts were on the yeah, on
Yeah,
it.
I mean, definitely what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm sure she was put through the ringer on Bachelorette, but hopefully she comes out on
Yeah.
top, which I think she will. And I loved the promo. I love the red
Yeah.
gown with like the room of
Mhm.
roses. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of very on the
Mhm.
nose, Bachelorette and Rose. But sometimes,
Right.
I like the classic. I mean, I don't even want to think about Katie
Yeah.
Thurston's promo. I loved her as Bachelorette, but that promo was rough. So
Ooh,
I'm excited that
rough.
Charity really has such a beautiful. I mean, honestly, can you make her look bad? Probably not.
Not
But we did
possible.
see her come back to right. We saw her come back to social media this weekend. But did you see her Instagram story? Because we got a little peek of something.
Mm. I did
She
not. Fill
had a
me in.
ring on her left finger. So I
No, she
mean,
did
I'm
not.
assuming yes, you could look on my video
How
for my
did that
podcast at
slip?
Stop Wearing My Clothes. She's got her
Oh
yeah,
my
so
gosh.
spoiled, but at the same time, I think Bachelor likes, especially now, they're really kind of trying to go hone in on the more traditional where every season ends with an engagement, right? So I feel like they don't really
Mhm.
mind on certain seasons letting you know if that person ends up engaged or not. So I'm assuming it was like
Right.
approved, but I kind of screamed a little when I saw that. I'm very excited for her and I can't wait to see
Holy
who she ends up
moly.
with.
I
Right? You
know.
got to
I'm
have that
excited.
eagle
That's what I
eye.
wanna see. I wanna see that, first, like, season teaser, like, with the guy. That's when I really am like,
Can't
"Okay,
wait.
I got my magnifying glass, out, I'm looking, I'm
You're
trying to
so good
see
at
what
it.
I can peep," I can't wait to get
Yes.
back into that mode next month. Ugh, it's gonna be great.
Yes, so
Yep.
we have less than 2 months. June 26th, we have the Bachelorette, and Share News is going to be there. We aren't going to miss one single episode. So, very excited for that. Some other exciting news is Becca and Thomas. I'm still in shock that they're having a baby, first of all, but we got some additional news. It's kind of all moving fast now because she is so far along. She didn't
Mm.
tell us for a while. So we
Mhm.
have a reveal that she is and Thomas are having a baby boy. The video reveal on Instagram, she like threw a ball and he had a bat, hit it, and then just a bunch of blue smoke. What did you think of their reveal?
Yeah. So cute. I was like actually surprised that they did a reveal. I feel like I don't know if I've seen a bachelor, just me personally, seen a bachelor alum couple, share so much info of like not just cuz even her, yes, she shared it like a little late, but I think that's just kind of like a normal, waiting for the healthy time to share like okay, the baby is past this certain trimester or whatever. But most of the time I feel like we just get like, hey, they're pregnant, hey, they had the baby. So for them to take us along with here's the gender reveal and here's this, it's like really cool. Maybe I'm just missing other people's, but really cute. We see a lot of these with like the color balls or like the balloons of color. Pink is girl
Yeah.
and blue is for a boy. But yeah, I think I did see a little like they this was like their second attempt at it. I think the first time it didn't
Oh
like
yeah.
explode or something. It like hit it like threw back at Becca or something like that, almost hit her or something. Did you see that?
Yes, thankfully everyone's okay. But yes, I did see that. It
Right.
was a little bit of a first attempt did not go so well, but it was
Yes.
super cute and like you said, I enjoy being along for the ride with them. I said in a previous
Mhm.
panel I was a Thomas hater, and even going into Bachelor in Paradise with Becca, I was like, "You better not hurt her. I've got my eyes open." But I'm so
Right.
happy that he really had his redemption, and him and
Mhm.
Becca seem to be like the cutest couple, and I am hater no longer. And
Yeah,
speaking of
same
them
for
as a
me.
couple, like I was expecting this summer or fall to have a Becca and Thomas wedding. We're having a baby instead, but are we still
I
getting a
know.
wedding? When do you think we're gonna see that?
Hmm. It's a good question. Probably because she's now going to be very much pregnant. I would assume that they're probably going to push their wedding back. Um
I would think so.
yeah, I would assume
Or
that they're
maybe they didn't
probably
even fully
going to
plan.
yeah, I don't know that they even had like a date set, like things like that. Um, I know like Kenny and Mari, they've been pretty much okay, kind of showing their wedding plans. They've been pretty open about that on their
Yeah, Hannah
Instagram. Now
G and Dylan
they were like
too.
the previous season, Hannah G and Dylan as well. But yeah, I think I- yeah, I think all we knew before was just that they got engaged, and that the main thing was that Becca proposed. So I don't think that they probably it seemed shortly after she found out that she was pregnant. So I think that's probably taking precedent of planning that than planning like a wedding. And on
Yeah.
top of that, I don't think you want to be 8 months pregnant, about to, burst
No.
and having to worry about a
That would be
wedding,
my
walking
worst
down the aisle and
nightmare.
wearing, having a dress that fits you that in a way that you still like. And no, if it were me, I would be like,
Agreed.
let's just get let's just get married after the baby is here. It's fine. We know we're gonna be together. Let's just focus on being good parents right now. And we'll have the wedding
I would
celebration another time. Just a wedding.
Yeah, my prediction is I think they're just gonna push it like a year. They're like we're gonna see
Yeah.
it next summer. We're gonna have little baby boy as like the ring bearer. Some like the cuteness will be overload, and I cannot
Mm,
wait to see it. And
that'll be
that
so
is
cute.
all we have to share with you today. Any final thoughts?
Oh my gosh, any final thoughts? For me, I'm just like, let's just keep focusing on the good because Brandon and Serene of it all, it just really hurt my heart. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need charity season to just revive because KG. I'm really like, I don't know about this franchise anymore. Brandon and Serene, like, I don't know about
I
this
know.
franchise anymore. Like, maybe Katie and Zach will work out, and I wasn't really a huge, huge fan coming off of his season of them, but I'm just like, okay, looking forward to Charity, looking forward to a clean slate and seeing if, her love really lasts. Um, but there's always some good in the franchise. So thank you, Becca and Thomas as well. It's a pretty
Yes, thank
well-rounded
you.
panel today.
Ooh, it looks like we
Ooh,
did get a
good
comment. Would Brandon
question.
and Serene go back to paradise? My initial thought is Brandon, yes. I think he's in love with love. And Serene, no. I don't know. What do you think, Kayla?
I think that neither of them would. I don't think that, well, because I don't know that the show, if I was a producer on the show, I don't know that I would be like vying for them to come back. I think it'd be hard for fans to root for, like, I think fans were rooting for them together collectively. I don't think, you know what I mean? I think it'd be hard for them to separate
Yeah.
and really let go of them not being together and want them to be with someone else. You know what I mean? That's from my
Yeah.
perspective.
No, that
So,
makes
with that
sense.
being
They're
said, I
like
don't
fans
think
as
that
them as a
either
couple.
of them would. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know that
All,
either of them
all
would
right.
really come
We've
back.
got
But
another comment from Jess. I noticed he might have went to Coachella by himself. Now, I know I saw something with both of them together at Coachella, but it's very possible they did
mhm.
not spend the entire time together, maybe just making sure they were together a little bit to, I don't know, because they broke up so fast afterwards, so I question everything, but it's very
I
possible they
know.
kind of split off and didn't maybe even spend that much time together. We only saw the little bit that they did.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
But
it's
that is
possible
all
that
we
they got back together and just to post about it to make sure people maybe who might have saw them separately also would have seen their post and be like, "Oh, well, they did post together, so they're still together," just to kind of, you know,
yeah.
clear any doubts or any drama until they were ready to officially be like, "Okay, we're done. We're announcing our breakup." But
I need
anyway,
answers. I need answers, Kayla.
I'm
So I
sad.
hope we hear some
I'm
more in the
sad.
coming days and weeks. And make sure you comment below, even after when you're watching the playback. I always take a look at them. Let us know what you think about the latest Bachelor story. I was about to say Bravo. Bravo and Bachelor, go ahead. Bachelor headlines.
Yeah.
What do you think about Charity's promo? And let's all mourn together about Brandon and Serene. I
I
need to
know.
hear it. Make sure to like this video if you already have it, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you are the first to see all of our new videos. You can follow us on social media. Our social media handles are right on the screen, and we'll see you next time.